What's the deal, y'all? This your man King Eric, the media assassin, coming at y'all with another video. And unfortunately, we all know that Sid Vicious, formerly known as Sid Yuddy, has passed away the other day. And sometimes considering the fact that we've been seeing and receiving so much bad news that it leaves you kind of numb to where it takes a toll on your mental health to report that a lot of people that you grew up watching and even a lot of people that we grew up being around is no longer here or passing on. So with this video here, I want to talk about some of my best moments of Sid Vicious, like some of my favorite moments of Sid Vicious. One thing for sure with Sid is, first of all, he had a unique presence. He was basically Brock Lesnar, like he was the Brock Lesnar of the early 90s. Like he had a whole intimidating aura about him. Yeah, he wasn't the best worker, but from the way he delivered those promos with intensity and from the way he delivered the power bomb, he was very intimidating looking. You know what I'm saying? So he knew how to play onto that era. Like, yeah, he was kind of limited on that aspect of working, but he had that menacing presence about him that was automatically a draw. The first guy that really make the fans turn on Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that Royal Rumble 1992. Possibly the greatest Royal Rumble of all time still to me. Where he had New York City turning on Hulk Hogan. And then Hulk Hogan, being the bitch that he was, cost Sid the title. And then on top of that, and I think I read this on his podcast where he said that he was supposed to win the title in WrestleMania 8, but Hogan, nixed on in the last minute. I might do another story about that. So then he goes to WCW for a little bit, but then when he comes back to the WWF, that's when he started really getting into his own groove and really started getting over with the fans. Like when he took out Shawn Michaels, whooped his ass on commercial break. One of the best moments ever. Bum rush Razor Ramon. Ended his whole shit for a while. Then on top of that, him and Diesel, they had that first encounter In Your House to where he supposedly injured Diesel's shoulder. And I remember the WWF used to run a lot of vignettes about Diesel being hurt, like literally hurt from Sid's power bombs and stuff. So Sid was really a menace to the clique. And we can't forget about Madison Square Garden 1996, where Sid was so over that everybody cheered when he beat Shawn Michaels and won the title. Beautiful moment right there. Then he goes on to ECW. He does a stint there, which was dope. Then he comes back to WCW, where he infamously breaks his leg in one of the most gruesome injuries I've ever seen in my life. But he also had some good matches there, man. He had the great matches with Goldberg over there. They had a real crazy war. He had, what else he had up going on there in WCW? I wasn't watching too much of WCW at the time, but he had a few going on with the Outsiders. They had some decent matchups there too. But overall, man, Sid also was probably the nicest guy behind the scenes, man. I mean, we originally was going to try to get him on the show, but schedules is conflicting. But he was a very nice guy, man, for what I've seen about the business. And a lot of people who have spoke highly of him, he never really had any real ill spice about it. Only ill spite I heard was when he had that crazy incident with Arn Anderson where he supposed to almost killed Arn Anderson where he was stabbing him with the scissors. Y'all need to look that up. That's one of the craziest stories in wrestling. And Dark Side of the Ring, y'all need to do a story on that. That story was nuts. So it's unfortunate that he didn't receive a lot of his flowers from the WWE. I mean, I'm thinking because of some type of a fallout with Vince. But he definitely needs his accolades, man. He definitely needs to be in the Hall of Fame next year. If you got a lot of these other scrubs in the Hall of Fame, Sid Vicious, and I will also request Arsenio Hall to be on one as well. So, rest in peace, Psycho Sid. Thank you for the memories, our childhood memories, and may you live on in legacy. Peace.